How could you ever find what you're looking for or who you're looking for more specifically if you don't even know what that person looks like at all? You could pass a stranger a million times on the street and not recognize them if you never have known their face. Teach my children how to find me, Colette. These are words that have been on my mind now for about 4 or 5 days. This has never been the way that I expected to share this in my bedhead with no eyebrows, pew 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 with a hurt and damaged wing. But it doesn't matter because this video is not about me. And it is all about him. Some people will see him immediately, where others, well, they'll just see clouds. And for those of you who just see clouds, I need you to stop looking at clouds like, well, clouds, and realize they are just one of the many conduits, the mediums, to be able to see with temporal eyes beyond the veil. And it is now time for me to teach you how to see your Father so that you too can understand and see yourself. Not only is he always nearby, he is literally everywhere. And with Yah, he is never changing. And with that, here are the things to look for so you know that it is him. If you see him immediately, and the more I show you different photos of him, you're going to start to think to yourself, he looks really familiar. It's as if I've seen him before. Oh, trust and believe, there is not a human being on this planet that has not seen our Father's face, yet never knew it was him at all. Who does he remind me of? Well, first, for those who can't see him, let me describe him and show him and point it all out. First, with our Father, he always is wearing a crown, as he should be. He is king, and he's always going to have white hair. He has a white beard and mustache. Here is his mustache, and all of this down here is his beard. There is something different about us in the higher realms. Remember, there are multiple realms. There are 10, but more specifically, we're going to deal with the 7, and he is in all of them. But in the highest realm, it's as if we have something around the tip of our nose. It looks like a buckle. And this little dot, that's our Father's nose. Are you seeing him? Here is his eye and his other eye. Knowing all of this, I need you to look again. Can you see him? This is by far, hands down, my favorite photo of my Father. Not only because I'm with him, pew, 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 we'll show that later. I'm always with him in the higher realms. This is his hand. He's driving. With all of that being said, with the big white fluffy beard and mustache and white hair, the cherry red nose, and as somebody who has been with my Father every single minute of every single day for the past 10 months beyond the veil, I can tell you, knowing my Father, he is nowhere near what the Bible has explained him to be. Let's just say he is one of the jolliest men I've ever known. If you're not dialing it in quite yet, he looks an awful lot like this man right here, Santa. Here is another picture of our Father from that exact same day. And who's that little soldier next to him with the little helmet of salvation on? Can you see said helmet, said face, said little armor? Oh, I know who that is. I know exactly who that is, because who that is little old me. One of the thousands of pictures I now have of my Father and myself in the spiritual realm together. Things in the spirit change, and if you're taking photos, I'll show this to you. Probably have to do this in a live. They change about every 3 to 4 seconds. And so you can tell at this point our Father had changed, but you can still see the mustache right here. And the end of his mustache, his beard, his eye, his crown. This is us right here in the larger photo. And this was one of the most important pictures I would ever take of my life. Not only because the second I noticed my Father, I ran out to take pictures of us. Realized this was Yeshua sitting on the white horse with the word or the name upon his thigh. But before I go any further, just out of curiosity, on his leg is written a word. I need to see what it is that you see, because it will be different for a lot of you, because each of us, well, we exist in different realms throughout the day, and the spirit changes. So tell me, what is it you see on this picture, and is it different from this one? Let me know in the comments, yo. Here's our Father right here, and here's that little nugget right next to him. That's me. Here's my little crown, my eye, and I'm actually facing backwards in this part of the picture. Because remember, in the spirit, things change as, well, we do our thing in the spirit. You can see I have my little scepter here. Pew, pew, pew. Why, Auntie, what is it that you're fighting off? While Abba's driving, you're looking backwards with your pew, pew, pew. Hang on to your britches, because I was in the middle of a battle, protecting my Abba while he was driving. I was protecting him from the biggin, or us. I was in the middle of battle, yo. The old dragon, yep, himself. You can see him here. This is the dragon's mouth. His eye, he's coming down at us. There's me and my little pew-pew scepter and my Father hightailing us out of there. It really is miraculous once you know and you can see into the spirit what goes on as we are living throughout our day. I wanted to show you my super cool scepter. See how it's got eyeballs in it? Oh, the spirit realm is so cool. Now remember, this is just one way you can see into the spirit realm for those of you who only see with your temporal eye. I don't know what I'm pointing at. For those who cannot see with their pineal gland, their third eye, and see with their temporal eye, this is only one way, one conduit, like I said. But I also told you your Father is everywhere. He is everywhere. This photo was taken while I was doing breathing work, taking the breath of Yah down into the lower realms with my Father on my left side and my Lord and Savior Yeshua on my right, holding my hand. I could see them in the spirit realm, but like I said, oh, well, look around in our world, you can capture it as well. And here is our Father. He has a white beard and a crown. Can you see him? Let me help you. In the spirit realm, sometimes it looks like ribbons. This is his beard. Here is his eye, his other eye. He was looking up at something. And here is his crown and his white hair. And if you look real close, here is his nose. But he's somewhere else in this photo as well. Can you spot him? Look over here. Here is his eye, his other eye, his eyebrows, his crown, his nose, his mustache, and his beard. And there is his mouth. Take a look. So there he is, and there he is as well. I'm going to guarantee you, once you know this and you know what to look for, you're going to start finding him everywhere that you look as well. But I explained to you that he was on my left and Yeshua was on my right, holding my hands, as I went down into the lower realms. Can you spot Yeshua in this photo? The Lion of the tribe of Judah? Well, there he is. His eye, his nose, his white tuft of a lion, and his other eye, the lion. And you guessed it, just like our Father, well, the lion, he is right here. To make it a little easier, here's his nose, his eye, his other eye, and the white tuft of his mouth. Another surefire way of finding your Father is something you would never know, like I didn't know until I read the Book of Enoch. Directly after I was shown in October 8th, hey kiddo, you have something important on your camera roll. In fact, I had 6 something importance. I had captured pictures unknowingly of Yeshua, our Father, sitting on the throne of Yah, our Father. But I noticed first this finger. Again, these are not clouds, guys. It's easy once you notice it. It's actually a conduit, a medium. See the detail of the fingernail, the knuckles, everything? Clearly a finger. As the Book of Enoch explains, as far as the 23 thrones of the Holy One, for a hand is lifted up upon the throne of Yah. I had captured 6 pictures of him on the throne, and he was in a different vantage point of each one, because he was moving in the spirit, like they do, yet I was stationary. One of my other favorite parts of this is you can clearly see the Yah, the Y, and the A, but even more so, the Alpha and the Omega. My other favorite part of the chariot right here are the steps. How cool, how cute are that? But more so, to know your Father, your Lord and Savior, walks up those steps to get up onto that throne. Ooh, I just love that. You'll notice the shape of his, what I say looks like a float, but it's his chariot. Or many might think it looks like a sleigh. But once you know what he looks like and the fact that he's always got a hand up upon the throne, trust me, you'll start seeing that in various places as well. More specifically in times of painful sorrow, tragic events, hurt, or loss. This is a picture from the plane crash in Philadelphia this January, the medical plane that went down. Now, as somebody who sees beyond the veil, I saw it instantly, but let me show you. What is this? Look close, zoom in. It is a finger. And if we know what that throne, that chariot looks like, the hand is up and just above it, Yeshua. You'll also see birds everywhere and angels. Look closely. There's the finger. There's Yeshua. For a hand is lifted up upon the throne of Yah. And then there is my art. He appears on this, and this is one of my favorites. Here is our Father. Here is Yeshua. And here I am. But you might notice just above us, there he is again, and Yeshua. And oh, there he is again. This is our Father. So is this, and so is that. But one of my all-time favorites is this one, because as I was erasing, I stopped and I noticed one thing. Somehow, in my erasing in the pencil, I saw this, and it says, I am. That is your Father. Our Father. The jolliest, squishiest, lovingest Father anyone could ever ask. That is I am.